It's morning. Good morning. Good morning.
It's morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Said I was gonna jump on in a gas consultant this morning because I know that I haven't been um, paying attention to this channel. So here I am. But before we get started, I have a couple disclaimers to talk about. Within my lives on this channel, I will be using profanity. Sometimes my frequency will, be low in order to convey what I'm trying to say to you guys. But I do know uh, how can I say this? I know how to balance my frequency in order to remain level headed. What else do I got to say? Oh, I do not tolerate trolling or any of that. You will be blocked. Um, Other than that, let's dive in. I just wanted to make sure I got that out the way so y'all wouldn't be expecting certain things from me and it wouldn't be that type of life going on. So, I got a couple of things. Oh, yeah, also, within these lives, I do a lot of scripting, and that's to better help me, stay the course while I'm going live. Because I tend to stray off the topic when I don't have, any types of notes, but I call it scripting. So it's like, well, y'all know, it's pre-prepared. So other than that, uh, let me get my greetings out the way. I do that, and oh yeah, I'm a big. I'm into using my chat box a lot because, excuse me, I tend to be in my head a lot. So I really express myself more sufficient through writing instead of speaking. So speaking is not my strongest thing, but I still do it because I like to challenge myself. Yep, I do it. So I said you guys will be seeing more of me, and I had to start it, you know, I had to start going live sometime, someday. So what better day than today? Even though I was fearful, I don't know why I was afraid. Because it's like I just wanted to be so perfect before I went live, and there's no such thing as perfect, Whatever I got to, work on or whatever, you know. In time, I will, progress into a different level with time and patience with myself. But yeah, like I said, writing is more of my thing than speaking. So I like to do a lot of interacting with y'all through the chat box instead of you know speaking. But I do that as well. So let's dive in. What we're gonna be doing is I got it's it would be a journal reading that I start off with, and it's was dated back in June 26th of 2018, right? June 26, 2018, and it's titled First Day Back from the Abyss. And this is going to be interesting. And the reason why I wanted to start this live out with that journal reading is because I want y'all guys to understand how I became who I am. But this doesn't start the process, but it gives you some type of notion of, you know, my mental state. You know, excuse me. Whew, I gotta sneeze, but it won't come out. Okay, that never happened before. I mean, it's like right there, like it's stuck or something. But anyway, yeah, first day back from the abyss, and it's gonna get you some type of idea of how I process things and how I think and how I handle situations that come in my life. And so when I discovered that I was able to understand, you know, I'm gonna say challenges in a more helpful way, that's what made me start, you know, going in business for myself. You know, helping myself, helping others, and so here we are, Mystic Lady Z, because I am knowledgeable about so many, you know, lives happening that a lot of people go through, that I feel like if I, could, get something structured and available for other people to help them, that it will be a win-win for everybody. So that's how that came about. But anyway, enough of the rumbling. Let's get into this reading sessions. Shall we? Okay, it is, I already said it's June 26, 2018, Tuesday. First day back from the abyss. Okay. A lot of things are gonna be in parentheses, so I'm gonna say that before I say the word. I'm gonna say parentheses, so you can know that this is an add-in or whatever. Well, I'm back in full awareness, and I do not sugarcoat things. Well, I try not to, but sometimes I feel like, okay, well, that's, you know. But I'm gonna keep it all the way as real as I can on this channel, so y'all won't have to worry about any of that. We're gonna have fun and talk about life and, you know, things that are shine upon, amongst, society. Because I love going to topics and stuff like that. But anyway, there I go rambling again. Okay, well, I'm back in the full of what? Well, I'm back in the full of awareness. I allowed so many distractions. Hold on, quick. Let me start over. Well, I'm back in the full of awareness. I allowed so many distractions, parentheses, negative emotions, to determine how I was to respond to my energy flow, inner knowingness. I'm source having an experience at all times by what I pay attention to, parentheses, outside forces. And oh boy, have I been letting the light bulb strike hard. I've always had clues, parentheses, resistance, to help me get back on track. However, I chose to ignore them because I thought, parentheses, foolishly and revengefully. I changed, parentheses, alter outside force or control. No, let me reread that. I could I could change, parentheses, outside forces or control, parentheses, force someone else's perception of me, parentheses, my intentions when I knew better. I got lost in the sea of ignorance. Okay, this parenthesis thing ain't going too well, so I'm gonna say something else to let y'all know it will be parenthesis. But the reason why I add all these parentheses is because it's like that's that part of me, like getting better in tune with what it's like the backdrop of the whole situation. So, you got the surface, what's happening in the surface, and then you got what's happening like in your subconscious, or why this situation really happened. So that's what those parentheses are for, to really, you know, put the emphasis on why things are really happening in my life, instead of me just saying, oh, it just happened, because it's just a coincidence when there's no coincidence. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna try to figure out another way of letting y'all know that it is a parenthesis, because saying parenthesis all the time is just not gonna work. But I'm gonna say, okay, here, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Let's just start back reading. I could change, alter outside forces, or control force someone else's perception of me, my intentions, when I knew better. I got lost in the sea of ignorance, the deception, by allowing my uncontrollable feelings, resistance, past experience, unconsciousness run wild, and that's exactly what I've been reaping, experiencing for the most part. And I had this notion, if only if I could make them see me, the real me, they would understand me. But I lost control, became unconscious of my inner world, vibrational reality, by allowing the outer world, illusion reality, outside force, to guide me in the dark place of the abyss, chaos, confusion, hell. Being in hell is being in ignorance of self and allowing what other people think of you determine your next thought. I knew I was in resistance mode, however, I continued to travel as if I was a fool, unconscious. But now I am back, paying close attention to my feelings and what I want to take place within my reality. I know better, therefore, I am and will do better. My life is of my own inner knowingness. I decide who is for me and who isn't. It's just as simple as that. Anything else is only an illusion that I allow to hinder my full knowledge of who I am: spirit, God, soul, self, reflector, creator, which is everything within the moment's focus of my creation. The purpose of this letter is to observe all of my success and my stumbling blocks, resistance that may occur, to help me find my way back home. Vibrational reality. Home is where the heart is, but I should not be a fool, low frequency, and allow so much foolish thinking, low frequency thoughts surround me like a thief in the night. I am nothing, emptiness, thought. Therefore, nothing, unconscious inner thoughts, is happening to me but for me. Wisdom to understand my deepest, purest self, God power. I have all that I need to survive in this game called life. Nothing, emptiness, thoughts cannot harm me unless I focus on outside force, illusions that don't understand exactly how they are creating their own reality. I will continue to study and focus on me and observe my inner reality wholeheartedly and be at peace with who I am. That is the end of that. And the reason, like I said, I wanted to read that because it gives you guys an idea of my mind state, how I process the things that happens in my life. So I do it in a unorthodox way, but I do get the solutions that I need. So that's all what matters. Okay, so we're gonna dive a little deeper into what I really wanted to talk about. And what I wanted to talk about within today's live session is using your discernment to get solutions, right? So we're gonna be talking about being in the know on command. And like I said, when I look down, y'all, yes, I am looking at my notes. So that's why I'm looking down. So we all, go through life or whatever, and we be so undecisive about a lot of things. And so the reason why I felt like it was important about being in the know on command, because when you have like solutions right there before you, and how this gonna work is we're gonna get into that, but it got a lot to do with you training your subconscious mind. But I'm gonna read this to you guys. This is gonna be a short live. I just wanted to, get in the feel of, going live on this channel, because I have been purposely ignoring it because I wanted to be perfect when I get on here. But oh well. Here we go. So it says command versus connecting, right? When we reference the conscious spiritual community, the traditional way is about connecting and tapping in. But what I would like to happen for us is that we allow ourselves to transcend beyond that feeling to. Oh, wow, I was wondering why. Great to see you. Hey, Freddie. How are you this morning? I'm not too good at this, so when you do that, that's distracting me. Okay, so I hope you doing well. But okay, so shit. What I would like to happen for is that we allow ourselves to transcend but beyond that feeling to connect or tap in. Why? Because it's hindering us from progressing on a consistent path. When we feel as if we are not connected, there is a delay in our progress and our ability to know within that moment. And that is true. So, we have this thing when they say we got to get connected, right? It's like a car warming up or something. That's how I want to use that as an example of what I'm trying to say. Because when you start knowing things, you don't have to warm up. You don't have to, ponder upon things. You're gonna know that okay, when a situation happen in your life, you're gonna say, well, I need to take this, that, or that action instead of, trying to get warmed up and trying to, decipher through, so many thoughts and stuff like that because you're not familiar with how to handle certain situations. So that's the difference between getting connected and always being in the know on command. So there is a delay in our progress and our ability to know within that moment. In this delay, there's a lot of doubt and fear, meaning getting connected. That's the delay. When you gotta warm up and connect and decipher through all these different thoughts, you're gonna have some doubts and fears come in, surfacing, which leaves you open to your own subconscious programming, where your doubts and fears creep in while you're trying to connect. However, when you make a command to something, there is no delay. I command thee to do this, meaning you commanding your own subconscious mind to find a solution for you. But it's going to take training. It's going to take training. You're just not going to be able to do this, at the drop of a dime in one day. You're gonna have to train your mind to give you instant answers, and that is possible because I've did it numerous of times. But there's a lot of doubt and fear suffering when your doubts and fears. Okay, there we go. Which leaves you open to your own subconscious programming, where your doubts and fears creep in while you're trying to connect. However, when you make a command to something, there is no delay in time. It just happens. To our surprise, when we really think about it, we're already operating on command to numerous programs already. And we are, and we don't even know it. We just thinking like, okay, it's normal. No, that's a command. Like, how can I, what example can I use? Like when somebody approach you and you get angry, that's the command. We've been taught to, when people criticize us and when we do certain, we are very emotional creatures, right? Which anytime we do something like prompt or we have a decision like, okay, I want to, go shopping today. All those thoughts, any thought you have, it's a command. So we already do things on command anyway. So the thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be training ourselves to do things on command that better serve us instead of take us out of our character or whatever. Because we do that a lot. We get all discombobulated when people say things about us or when things don't go our way. But that's a better way to do things. It really is. So moving on. Um, what to our surprise, when we really think about it, we're already at with the confidence. So when we become fully aware of the command programming, this technique will allow us to instantly receive answers, like I just said, as well as signs that can assure us that we're on the right path or that we're asking what we're asking is going to benefit us because it's all about, going through life and experiencing things and interacting with people who are going to, I say accommodate us on our life experience because that's what it is. We going through life and we having experiences, and based upon how we're knowledgeable about ourselves, that's how we are going to attract certain people in our lives. But yeah, so So when we become fully aware of the command program, this technique would allow us to instantly receive answers as well as signs that can assure us that we're on the right path or that what we're asking is going to benefit us within that moment to manifest instant results of our current knowingness because we automatically know how to command energy. We commanding energy to present clear and effective frequencies. Frequency ain't nothing but ideas, thoughts, sigils, or mantras. We are now aware of self. And this what I call the cheat code to any instant manifestation. Cheat code to instant manifestation, or you can call it also what I said. I should have wrote that down. And I did not write it down. Okay, we haven't been aware of the delays that has been causing so much laziness, confusion, and fears within us just because we wasn't aware that a command switch existed within us. Being within a space of doubtfulness is only caused because we are not fully comprehending the manifesting of reality or how it is constructed. Once you know how things are affected by frequency vibration, inner and outer images or sound, we are better able to control energy based off command and not willingly allowing other outside frequencies dictate our inner abilities of knowing within that exact space of creativeness vibrating. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Oh, that's what it is. Manifesting coding and observation. That's what it is. I got a premiere that I'm going to show to you guys later, and it's gonna be talking about manifesting coding and observation because it's a program I got. I don't have a package, like written out, but It's something that I came about because it's when you know how to do things on command, it makes things so much easier for you. So where are we? Where are we? Um, I guess you're not wondering. Okay, here we go. So I guess you're not wondering what it is the command switch. Excuse me. What triggers or starts the flow of knowingness? You shifting your awareness to the inner part of you that knows how to interact with energies on command. I'm gonna read that again. It says, "What is the command switch?" The command switch. Sound like we're talking about a robot right here. But if y'all been keeping up with Mystic Lady Z, we always talk about stuff like that, AIs and things of that sort. But yeah, we're gonna get caught up on this end of the YouTube world. So it says here, what triggers or starts the flow of knowingness? What starts the flow of knowingness? You shifting your awareness to that inner part of you that knows how to interact with energies on command, interacting with energies on command. Meaning you know how to, pick through certain, but it's in your head. Like you get ideas like real fast. They come to you real fast, the ones that you need though. So that's having, certain types of energies on command. You get answers faster. This will take some time to master, like I said, with practice, of course. But when you realize how it feels to you, how it feels, you know how it feels when, you know, you don't know what step to take. You know how it feels when you say, yeah, I did this before, or I have analyzed myself so many times to the point that I know when I get in certain types of information what I need to do in order to find a solution quickly. So that's why being in the know on command is very important because it helps you use your that's part of your intuitive abilities. You being able to discern, information that's for you and not for you. And so you don't have to second guess none of your, decisions. Okay. So this will take some time to master with practice, of course. But when you realize how it feels to you and where it caused you to be in that trance state, which I call that hypnotic state, because throughout our days we go in and out of different levels of consciousness and we don't even know it, which they call that being possessed, meaning like some a thought, whether it's something that you want to do or not, you still gonna be possessed because you've been influenced to do this. But I would rather be possessed in a more positive way than a negative way, where it's always something that's tearing me down and bringing so much hardship in my life and stuff like that. I would rather be on the positive side than the negative side. But some people prefer negative because it really gets them, in that mental space that they need to just be like, I don't care what people think about me, So harnessing negative energy is good. It just depends on that individual. hmm So we about to get ready to wrap this up. It's a little bit more. Yeah, it was gonna be a short live because I just said I had to start going live on this channel, and here I am, and it's gonna be more of me. Yes, it is, because we got a lot of things to talk about. You know, it's a lot of things that I feel like only I can bring to you guys because of the way that I, articulate my words when it comes to this type of information. But yeah, throughout our days, we go through different brain waves, which put us in a different level of hypnotic states. So But yeah, this will take some time to master with practice, of course. But when you realize how it feels to you and what caused you to be in that state, that trance state, receive your command consciousness, the more effortless it will become to shift your paradigm. Yes. To receive only that which is meant for you to experience, which I call manifesting your fabulous. But I'm gonna put this in here, what I was talking about. Manifesting. That I spelled that so wrong. Woo, manifesting coding. Like I said, sometime today I will be releasing that premiere, and it's gonna go in what manifesting coding observation is. Along with, I got a movie. It's called, I think it's called the consciousness. That's gonna be another premiere, but I think that's gonna be. But it's a movie though that I want you guys to, check out. It's very informative. It expands your mind and take you to another level. So, you know, that will be out today as well. Manifest the code and observation. That's what it's called. And let me see. It's called consciousness. Shit, I can't think of what the name of the damn movie is. That's why I practice my perfect though. So next time we go live, and this is how I do it, y'all. I put out the notifications and get you out that topic, and we just go from there. That's how we do that. But yep, commanding our inner verse to construct our outer verse. The universe is whole. I'm gonna write that in the chat box. Yeah, that's dope. Commanding our inner verse to construct our outer verse. The universe. Our universe. Because we have our own world, our own galaxy going on. The universe is whole. That's all right, yeah. Is whole. So I'm trying to still think consciousness mechanics. I think it was the consciousness. That's what it is. The consciousness mechanic. How do I movie? That's what it's gonna be. So y'all be on the lookout for the consciousness mechanic movie. Yeah. So yeah, I got a lot of interesting things coming to you guys. Sure do. Yes, I do. So stay tuned in the guidance, and let me read this for y'all before I leave, because we're wrapping this. We putting this to a closure. Never cheat yourself, because in the end, blackness is always revealed within guilt, shame, regret, doubtfulness. Use your dark side. Don't allow it to use you. Stand in your light. Standing in your light is knowing your darkness. Standing in your light is knowing your darkness. And what I talk about is within here, that's where all darkness starts. And to bring something to the light is for you to become aware of your darkness, your own thoughts, because the hypnotic state is very real. Yes, it is. So until you get a grip of knowing the level of consciousness or which brainwave state you're in, you're gonna always be constantly taken for a ride based upon other people's opinion of you, and you not being um sure about who you are. This is why self knowledge is very important, because it allows you to make better decisions and to really appreciate your life, really appreciate those, traumatizing life experience or anything, any challenge that you had that occurred within your life. You'll really start appreciating it, because it makes you become a more evolved person, and it allows you to see the world from a different perception because of those limiting programming thoughts that we have been raised from. And so those those limiting thoughts that we brought into our adulthood, they cause a lot of blockage, and they cause us to attract a lot of stagnating energies within our lives. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be working on this side of the YouTube. We're gonna be releasing a lot of stagnating energies. We're gonna be focusing on, just getting ourselves in that right mental space. Getting our frequencies harmonizing with others, getting our being in the know on command, using our discernment to find solutions. That's what it's all about. So, with that said, I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful days. And I am Mystic Lady Z. And until next time, bye bye.